I'm muted, lol. Oh, wait a minute. I pressed the wrong one. Oh, it's cool. I didn't know that OBS could allow you to hear your playback back. That's cool. Hold on. Wow. Well, you learn something every day. That's cool. That's cool. Well, as promised, or I guess not as promised, but like I mentioned the other day, trying to be a little productive. And then I'll probably just transition to playing some, maybe like an hour or so of games later. Who knows? But it's like I have various small projects that I really need to lock in and finish, you know? But it is what it is. Oh, hold on. I was in the middle of making a little thumbnail, but the thumbnail could wait. The thumbnail could wait. Let's see, I'm showing this from Banishes. Is there, oh, hold up. Is there like a game studio, simulator, arcade? These are all games, right? Oh, here we go. I didn't know there was a game development little tab in Unreal. Look at that. Why is designer spelled wrong? Who did that? Who did that? Might as well. I do need to kind of diversify myself and maybe look into other engines. Excuse me. Alright. So, right now, this is really just kind of an environment that I was working on for a workshop that my job had me running. And my job, well, I guess for this specifically, was to teach some animation kids how to use Unreal. More, or to my surprise, most of them really already knew Unreal. There were a handful of them that didn't, but like most of them already, had a damn near a better understanding than I did on this stuff. I mean, no judgment. Hey, you can learn from anybody. So I'm not really looking at them like, bro, you trying to step on my job or something, bro? It was a fun little gig, I guess you can call it that. They really just had me facilitate. I wouldn't even say lead, but more like facilitate a workshop with Sony. It was pretty cool. I didn't really get to like meet. It wasn't like the head honchos of Sony, like all the overseas individuals. It's more like a American branch of Sony, and it wasn't really game development. It was more so, how do I describe it? It was virtual design, virtual production, which got me thinking that with jobs or if movies and whatnot are going to shift over to maybe like a lot more CGI and whatnot, then maybe I could kind of find my way in there by being like somebody who's adept with a level editor who can make environments, you know? Because I was thinking about one of the examples I use when teaching the little course and trying to get the novices of Unreal to understand what we're doing here is think about older TV shows, you know, where they have like, think about like, I'll use my brother's TV show for example with The Neighborhood, and not just The Neighborhood, that's just the show that I'm using as an example, you know. Shout out my brother, he's a successful actor. Thinking about The Neighborhood and shows like it, they have physical backdrops that they use for their sets pretty much. But at the same time, you have tons of movies and you have tons of projects where people would use pretty much like The Mandalorian, where you would have like a virtual not backdrop, but yeah, virtual backdrop, to where somebody just designs the background and whatnot in Unreal or in the software, and then they just kind of display the software as like a large background, and then from there, you know, you shoot your scene or something. So in this case, I was trying to copy, because I live in LA, but I was trying to copy the street in LA that I used to go down a lot without trying to dox myself. But like a mixture of other things. So basically just like any other artsy fartsy street in LA, don't look at the language. The language is nonsense, I think. I think it's gibberish, but I also think it might be Japanese. So like if it is Japanese and these are like actual Japanese characters, I apologize. This is gibberish in my opinion. This doesn't really mean anything. It just looks nice. But if it does turn out to mean something, I really apologize. But I'm trying to just mimic what I see around me. I'll just fix that. So it just started off as a corner. It started off as this corner to where if this was going to be some sort of backdrop for like a TV show, then like the characters would all be in the foreground and they would like be talking and whatnot. And then as I was just looking around, I was thinking, you know, the various angles that could be taken. I remember one of my apartments lived across the street from a shopping center, or just, you know, driving around LA. That's not really uncommon to see. So I was like, let me throw in a little apartment complex. As for the colors, it's really arbitrary, but I was trying to make it a little cohesive, you know, like IKEA. And then I was with the bright yellow and white. I was thinking about Invincible, and I know that yellow, blue, and white kind of go together. So that was the color what I was doing for this. And then next to, or another place that I will drive past a lot in LA is just a park. And I'm also just using the assets available for me. I'm not much of a 3D modeler. That's something that wasn't really taught to me in school. But I'm using just some free assets that I found on the Unreal Marketplace, or the Fab Marketplace, and just kind of going from there. So that's kind of the plan with this, ideally. And I sit here, I really have to use the bathroom, so I might have to use the bathroom real quick. But that's the plan. I'm trying to, I know in LA, where the tier 3, I know. I don't have enough subs. And I'm also not even trying to get more subs. That's the problem. I'm not good at this. I'm not good at this. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm really not good at this. I'm winging it. I don't even have the sub option yet. I think I need to get like 50 followers or something to to start getting subs, and I'm at 47. And then Eddie, in his infinite wisdom, just decided to just nix it. Yeah, we're done with this. But that's the plan. The plan is just to make a little street corner. But I also, in my philosophy of game dev, I need to cover all these corners. So like this is the foreground. Oh wait, let me get out of this. This is the foreground of everything you can see here, but I need to cover up all these edges to make sure it looks more seamless. Which, when I looked at that, I was like, oh, I didn't realize what I was getting myself into when I just thought of doing something what I thought would have been simple. But then I was like, well, yeah, making this little four-way intersection in a sense is fine. But then if you're like an employer looking at this is probably where my eyes will gravitate. Like, what's going on here? Why is there nothing here? And then there's nothing there. You know, I gotta hide all the seams. Like right now, I'm not really gonna populate all of this because nobody's meant to look inside. But like, you know, the edge of this, it's like the edge of the world type shit. I gotta do that. I gotta do that at least. What's been going on, Sebi? It's good to see you, brother. I know that I appreciate you clicking in even for a second, because like I am not good at this, and I'm not consistent, and it's like a couple of people will constantly gaslight me into redoing this, because out of my friend group, I'm like the one with the PC, and I'm the one that's endeavored into streaming. And so every now and then, or back in the day, I guess, you know, prime COVID pretty much, we would, you know, get together and play some games. But now everybody is busy or has moved away. So there's not much gameplay anymore. But I know my dad mentioned how some employers might enjoy or might appreciate seeing the process as it's, you know, being formed. So I messed that up there. That is kind of what this is. This is the process being formed. Actually. How do But yeah, that is kind of what's going on here. Oh my gosh. And so I know these glass buildings, I often look at them and wonder kind of what's going on the inside. Because like, one of the glass buildings that comes to mind, obviously it's a Chase Bank. I know that much. But it's also like 7, 8 stories high. That whole thing can't be a Chase Bank. So what's going on up there? Maybe not 8 stories high. It's more like maybe like 4 or 5 stories high. And it's like a pretty deep building. So I'm sitting here like, what's going on with that? Why? What's with all the windows? And what's going on inside that building? Is it a secret? Like, am I asking too many questions? And then around my job, around the school, there's a handful more. And I guess in that case, it's more like, okay, well, this is like a Warner Brothers type of thing, or this is like the, maybe some other building, some other company inside, in Burbank. But even then, it's like, dog, after working with Call of Duty, a little shameless plug, After working with Call of Duty and being in one of those glass buildings, Infinity Ward took up 2 floors of that giant office building. That giant office building that I worked in was like 5-6 stories high. Infinity Ward took up 2 of them. I think there was like a nursery on the first floor, like a nursery or like a rehabilitation center on the first floor. And mind you, in this gaggle of glass buildings, there was like 4 glass buildings in the area. So what are y'all doing up there? Like, what's going on? What are y'all doing up there? I need some answers. Actually, doesn't look that bad. Another thing that I noticed. Well, can I pull up like my photos? Another thing that I noticed, just in general. Oh, hold on, here they come. With just architecture, I guess you could say, is all these like accoutrements that come with these buildings. Like this brick structure. It's just a wall. It's just a wall, but the building is here. I think it's like a Chipotle or something. We were just like, me and my sister-in-law were just driving back from church. And I just happened to notice as I'm like looking at all these, looking outside and all that with like a fine-tooth comb now that I'm like trying to mimic this. At first it's like just driving past like nothing, but now I'm really trying to focus and do something about it. And I'm looking at this, and then look at my niece, and this, just the little stuff that just helps pop when you put a logo on a building. This is all just a flat color minus this little black line, but then you got this. It's purely decoration. So I need to think outside the box and add some stuff like that. Little stuff like that. I forgot I was trying to. I really need to go back on my little walking journey, just to kind of, see what's out there, you know? I had a plan for this, and I forgot. What I was gonna do. So I feel like I'm just gonna do this the hard way. Is there a click and drag function in Unreal? Like not like a marquee tool, but like to just click and highlight everything type shit. Honestly, I think I unironically added type shit to my vocabulary. It's like a vocal tick type of thing. It's like when people say you know, but I don't say you know, I say type shit. Not all the time, but I've noticed it a lot more. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I guess I'll know when the time comes. Shoot. Oh shoot. Am I not getting this door? There we go. I'm pretty sure there is a way. As much as I've been trying to learn Unreal, there's so much about this thing that I still don't know. And so much about it still being updated. I think I was talking a little bit about the state of Unreal yesterday in that little late night stream I had. And the fact that they are integrating AI into Unreal. Bruh, at this point, I feel like I either chose the worst time to get into game development, or I either chose the worst time to get into game development, or how do I say this? It's like, no, that's actually pretty accurate. I think I chose the worst time to get into game development, because AI is. Should I just put it up here against the sidewalk? It actually doesn't look that bad. AI is really messing things up. I'll tell you that much. It's just really annoying. Like, I saw one of the clips that they showed in the State of Unreal was a guy or a person who would pretty much just describe what they wanted in the scene, and AI would just blurt it out. And I'm like, damn, that's kind of crazy, because that's kind of exactly or not exactly what I do, but that's a good chunk of what I do, you know? And if AI could just do what I do instantly, then it's like, what the ugly? You know what I'm saying? Kind of really sucks. This little storefront was meant to be something. Maybe I should take like an architecture class. I don't even know where I'd find said architecture class, but it could be helpful. Oh. Again, to my knowledge, I'm pretty sure this is gibberish language. I don't think these are real Japanese characters. But if they are, I apologize. I apologize. So what it looks like is I should probably add maybe like another establishment situation here, and maybe have like one of those back alley type of things. That's one thing I've also noticed about LA, is that there's a lot of, even in these large, how do I describe it? Even in these large, wow, this is actually looking a little legit. These large shopping areas, they have all these convenient back alleys, probably to like restock these businesses. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, I just never noticed it in the past. So this is fine. Oh, sheesh. Why did I move that? I sure did move it right on top of the... Oh, wait, that's an easy fix. I didn't even notice, but I was like, I sure did move it right on top of the sidewalk. Let's just do this. You know the craziest part? Even if I was some kind of not video editor, even if I was some kind of 3D modeler, this takes a little bit of 3D modeling, but also somebody who can texture the art, which is another skill entirely. Like, oh man. It's like on one hand, they're two halves of the same coin. Somebody has to model the art, somebody has to paint the art. And Eddie has neither of those skills. So, that's fun. That's fun. Feel like I should put something here. You see that? Why can't I click on? What's that about? Weird. I know I should probably have. No, a place like this wouldn't have it on this side of the building. Oh, look. Bruh. Is that weird? Does that look weird? No. No, that doesn't look weird at all. It doesn't look weird at all. Actually looks not bad for the sake that I stretched it the whole way. Pause. Oh wait. Can you see this? I don't think anybody will be looking like this, but safe and sorry. I don't know who's gonna be like going through this with like a fine tooth comb or something, you know. Plus, I don't. I would know. Yeah, that's not bad. At least these two edges. At least these two. Not bad. But I guess it doesn't need to be that long. Pause. I know like pause is such a quote unquote immature thing. It's funny. It's funny. I hate to say it, but pause is just funny. It's damn near funny every time. Damn near funny every time. But yeah, this, I might have to incorporate some of that. Probably best just to start with like this. And then, hold on, let me cook. Start with this. And then, boom. Yeah, that's good. Now the question I have for myself is, do I just stretch it? Nah, that's gonna look weird. Like some things can't just be stretched, but no, not this. Not this. I know the doctors or the clinic that I usually go to if I need to get a checkup or something, they also have one of these barriers up. Am I particularly using the barrier right? That's debatable. Is there really a wrong way to do this? One of the joys of this type of work at all is that it's all opinion. Well, at least right now, since it is up to me, but you know. Let's see. Oh, maybe I should move my. I don't really think it matters, but at least you can kind of see the little details panel. I mean, what sounds like a 400 by 100? That would be kind of clutch. Now hold on, let me cook. Thank God to whoever made this little asset pack. Because a nigga like me, bruh, it's not like I'm incapable of modeling or being like 3D modeling. It's just, I wouldn't even know where to start, man. That's a lie. I wouldn't know where to start, but it's more like, you know, game development is meant to be it's meant to be like a group thing, you know, like doing group projects and making money off of it. Now all my friends are jaded from the industry because nobody wants to hire us. Quite frankly, I get it. If anything, I'm pretty sure I'm due for another round of rejection letters in I don't know, like a couple of days. I just got a rejection email from Sony the other day. I mean, at this point, dog, I'm just applying for any opening I see. I'm just applying. Oh, wait. Let's do this. I've been applying for level designer positions. I've been applying for QA positions, even though people have said, like, oh, you know, QA is like a death trap because, you know, you get in QA, you never leave. And I'm like, I'm just trying to get in. Because, you know, when we were in school, You know, we see all the possibilities, bro. We see like sky's the limit. You know what I'm saying? When you're a kid, sky's the limit. Of course I'm be the president, bro. Why can't I be the dang president? I'm about to be the motherfucking president. Then you get older and you like, man, I don't know if I'm trying to be president, bro. God damn. God damn. You know? The world is beating you down. It's not even like reality sets in, it's just the world is setting in, bro. The world is getting to you. And I can't help but understand. I cannot help but understand. I get it. I get it. I'm sleepy, man. Which is crazy because I've done a whole lot of nothing today. I'm gonna go get some groceries because I ain't got nothing in the house to eat. But other than that, I've done a lot of nothing. So it's like I am tired, quote unquote. But why am I tired? I'm really just tired of sitting here. Doing a little graphic design for my dad in the church. And didn't realize it would take this long. Excuse me. Honestly, I'd probably be a little less worried, I guess, about the industry if I just had employment to take care of myself while I'm trying to get in the industry. You know, I ain't trying to have people worry about me. I'm trying to make sure, you know, I'm the one doing the worrying. I want to be the one doing the worrying. I ain't trying to have people worry about me. That's not how this works. I'm the one that does, you know what I'm saying? You get it. Not that bad. Problem with this starter pack is where can I find oh, this is exactly what I'm looking for. I need like a little model. Wait. Oh, I wish I could just get the model itself. I've been doing this without really a scale, and I don't know if that's been a good thing or not. I haven't really squashed or stretched anything, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, but this is all, you've made this little corner, but only like a mouse could fit in, you know? And make it to scale, genius. And I'm like, all right, bro, you ain't gotta say all that. Like, chill out. Not too much, not too much. Okay. Blueprints. Maps. Did it not give me? Oh, thank God. I just need. Yeah. I just want to see how this scales up to what I've been making. Ideally, this should be fine. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't like some, okay, this looks, you know, if let's say the Lord blessed me with some virtual production stuff tomorrow, and I was like, hey, well, what have you done so far? I've done a couple of scenes in Unreal, but to be fair, that was like 5 years ago at this point. Okay, that's not too bad. I'm gonna leave him here so I can always refer to him if I need to. The thing about the lighting is, now that I've added this giant building, you know, kind of screwed myself up with this. Although, to give myself a little bit of credit, it doesn't look that bad. You know, not to toot my own horn or anything, but toot motherfucking toot. I've been trying to be a little organized with all these folders. It's just that in terms of constantly just copy and paste and stuff, I just forget. I might just have like chicken and rice tonight. Good old chicken and rice. The heck was I doing over there? Oh shit! I sure did do this. I sure did do this. As for all of this, I really should divide this up into like which building. Maybe that'll be a later type of thing. It's probably best to do it now just in case I add on to them. One of the things I wanted to do with this was kind of, and now I'm getting into a little dangerous territory because now I'm trying to deal with elevation and verticality, in which I'm not trying to do anything crazy. Let me see. Let me see. Is there like an arch type of thing that I could use? I know I can do this. Is it brush editing? No, that ain't the right one. Is it not brush editing? Oh, what are geometry? That's what it is. Here we go. Here we go. Here's some novice 3D editing for you real quick. Here you go. If I didn't teach my students to use this in trying to like real quick map out a scene, then I failed as a teacher. Alright, so okay, and if I need to make an arch or like a bridge type of thing, somebody calling me? Yeah? Oh. Yeah. Oh, the voices have come back. I mean, I know I got a roommate and all that, but you know, it's cool. A cylinder brush, you want this to be subtractive. And we want this to did I not do this right? Oh no, I did do it right. There you go. Huh. Is there a way to align things in Unreal? Hold on. One of the things about game development, a lot of it is just Googling. Align. Align has one L. Oh, well. Objects. Using built-in snapping, alignment panels, and keyboard shortcuts. Is there a way? Hilarious. Nope. Nope. No, that's not it. There we go. I want to attach. Transform. Snap view to object. One of the objects on the road can be done with a few quick clicks using built-in snapping tools. Okay, let me do this. Center. Center its pivot point using modeling tool, temporary line, to viewpoints. I don't think I'm using the right word. Not to the ground. Snap the pivot to the center. I know V is to move the vertex. You know what? Let me actually just sit down and look at one of these.
To easily align objects to the ground, let me add a simple cube, position it in the air, and hit End on your keyboard. As you can see, the cube perfectly fits the floor.
Well, I know that, so that's not what I'm looking for. What are you gonna tell me?
Okay, this is just a quick video of how to align objects using the transform tool in modeling mode. Transform tool is the X-form tool here under the transform section. So here I've got these two boxes and they're not quite aligned. I'd like to get rid of this little gap here. They're not on the grid, so I can't rely on grid snapping. So basically what I want to do is just drag it out forward a bit, but the pivot for the object is back here in the back corner, so that's not super convenient. But in the transform tool, what I can do is I can middle drag. If I middle mouse and drag, left mouse drag will move the object, but middle mouse drag will move just the gizmo. And so now I can move the gizmo to where I want it to. And if I hold down control while I middle mouse drag, it'll basically snap to things. So right now it's snapping to a hit position on the face. So if I just put that on my mouse over the top, it's going to snap to the top face. Now, so now you see it's aligned there. Just to note, I set my field of view down to 45 for doing this because it makes it easier to tell when things are sort of aligned and stuff like that. Okay, so now I want to move it over to this corner. So I could, you know, do the same thing. Whoops. Middle mouse drag and snap it to the front here, and then middle mouse drag and snap it to that face. That'll get me to that corner. But it also snaps to vertex positions. So if I middle mouse drag here and hold down control, when it gets close, it'll snap to that corner. And now I just want to drag it forward a bit. Same thing when I'm dragging. If I hold control, it snaps to the hit location. So you see right now it's snapping. So I can just position it against that wall. If I put it on the face here, it snaps it to the front. And there you go. So now they're aligned. And that's a quick demo of using...
Actually, this is actually kind of helpful. I'll give you that. That's not what I'm looking for. Align an object to the center of another object. Yes, here we go. I just want to center it so I have my bridge to be, you know, a bridge. I'm trying to center the light source to the ceiling of my building to get rid of unnecessary reflection of the ceiling. The problem is the ceiling is a duplicate of the floor scaled, and I'm using a 6 light sources. Excuse me. Okay, thanks for the help. I was able to get rid of the gloss using roughness and was able to produce light by using a skylight with a certain option selected to light up the entire room and use a direction light outside. Excuse me. Would be helpful if the community actually answered your questions, but I guess that really never happens. But I still don't see no aligning option for objects. The only alignment option I see is aligning to the surface. For future reference, the center of an object is marked by the pivot. The location of the pivot is then written as location data in the transform section of the details panel. Thus, if you take the two coordinates required, x and y, if aligning horizontally, I feel kind of silly. It's like in hindsight, it's so obvious. So, let's see. I want to take a world location. location. Huh. What's this doing over here? Okay, I thought. Oh my god, now I'm. Relative? Relative to what? Okay, is it centered out now? Okay. That doesn't look that bad. I mean, it gets the job done. So let's see here. Oh wait, let's go details. Okay, select mesh. Cause I want this to materials. Okay. Looks a little funky on the inside, but all things considered, it could look a lot worse. And so what I'd want to do is maybe have this goes back to, I probably should take some kind of architecture, little crash course on architecture. Cause I know this asset pack comes with like this little train situation. I mean, all things considered, it's like not bad. Not bad, but it's like, Eddie, what are you trying to do with this, man? Like, what's the game plan, brother? I'll be honest, I don't have a game plan. I am winging it. This is why I need to get out more. So I can have more examples, you know? Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Not today. When I could, sun's still up. And it's a nice day outside. But just, it doesn't even have to be anywhere far, you know? I just drive around the places that I'm trying to recreate, you know? And see how they do it. Immerse myself in my community. Let me at least, because right now that's stumping me. Like, I feel accomplished because I made the little bridge thing, but it's not really panning out how I want it to pan out. And maybe what I should do is work backwards. Maybe that's what I should do. Because what I mean is, they have this train situation. Oh, I'm like, what a piece of it. And so you can, I'm assuming, use these pieces as like suspension and whatnot for the train. Thing is, Eddie has no experience with the train, you know? Eddie has no experience with trains and train tracks and whatever. Again, am I just kind of winging it? Maybe. Possibly. Possibly. Which is exactly what I told my students not to do, funny enough. I told my students, you know, to plan it out. To plan it out and to have an idea as to what you're going to do. You know, because, you know, shit happens. And you're, oh. Shit. You know, you got all these ideas that you want to do. So if you plan out what you're going to do, then you don't have to worry about, you know, stumbling blocks, because you kind of have a plan already. Huh. Whoa! Fucking flashbang. I don't know, just kind of working out for a second. Now the question I have is how. Very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, I got distracted with that. Let me make another storefront real quick. And then maybe I'll transition to playing something. Maybe. Who knows? Trying to think as to what I could put right here. Maybe. Oops. Excuse me. How tall are these mannequins by default? Hold on. Okay. So by default, they're about 6 feet. Okay, that's good, because I'm about 6 feet. Okay, cool. I kind of was going at this with my height in mind, but a little confirmation is nice. Trying to think. Oh, you know what I should do? It's like those restaurants. No, that's not it. Let me get a visual so that I'm not more seating. Yeah, this is what I'm thinking about. Oh man. Oh. Uh-oh. One thing that let me try. Whoa, that stretches out well into I feel like there was something I was supposed to be doing right now. Oh, let me cook. 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 Look at that again. Chattanooga Outdoor Dining, Acropolis Grill. Whoa! Let's see what's up. Oh, man. Acropolis Grill. Wow. That's good to know. That it? Oh, damn Starbucks. What the? Where's the dang grill at? I'm trying to see the grill. Son of a... Is that it? Is it in there? I was just trying to get some looks, bro. So I could like look around, you know. Where's Google Earth at? I remember when this came out, I think around high school. I don't know why this was such a groundbreaking discovery. I think it was funny because everybody was looking up their house and stuff, and it was like, whoa, that's my house. No, wait, I don't want to. Oh my god. Alright. Oh, so it's on the inside. Drop me off. I can't go in there? Dang it. Why not? You go 3D with it then. Whoa, whoa. Whoa. Is it about as far as I can pan downward? Well, this is no help at all. I thought I could get like a real-time, I'm not looking for anything like a brunch place. Proceeding brunch. I think I've been to the front yard. It's really good. This is the place that I'm thinking of. Condo. I'm trying to think. Oh, Black House would be a good example. See, just something simple like that. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to replicate. I was thinking about doing something like this, but then have like a second floor seating thing up here, like a, I don't know, like this place is kind of fancy. Ugh. Okay. We have a metric. I don't really think I need this. Maybe I should just do one or the other. Let's see. My fault. Let's see, how does that... I never understood how this stacks up against... Okay, this is a ton of space. Whoa. Okay. Decor. Isn't there like a... Could have sworn there was like a glass door, a single glass door option. Well, we're gonna make this work. Make it look the doors open. Hold on, first things first. So that's that. Tile plane. Okay, it's not bad. Okay, we're getting somewhere. That's another thing I like about this what's the word I'm looking for? This asset this asset pack. That all dang near all the assets are kind of modular. They're kind of, well, as the name implies. They pretty much use the same materials for all their assets. Really makes it easier for the kids. I really appreciate that, whoever came up with this. Okay. Because I want to. Okay. I'm using this little line right here as my metric. Okay, that actually turned out way better than I thought. Oops. Go with this. Whoa. Let's try something. So we got trim windows. What if I put... Let me cook. Yeah. Let me cook. Hold on. All right, cool. In fact, maybe I'll do this. That looks believable. That looks kind of real. No, wait. I'm way overthinking it. Now, let me cook. If the glass could curve like I want it to, We might be in business. Now, maybe? Okay. Let me cook then. He's cooking, he's cooking. He's cooking. Okay. And then nah, black on black is tacky. Maybe that's too long. This looks like one exotic Taco Bell. Way. Maybe the nice Taco Bell by Pascal. Hold on now. That's what I should have looked up for inspiration. I'm trying to go for like some kind of like this. You could see this being like some kind of nice brunch spot. Then again, this doesn't have. I feel like I'm getting stuck up on the details. I'm just trying to also fill up this area, you know. I need you for scale, little man. That's plenty. Holy shit. I didn't realize this was that tall compared to like a 6-foot model. This whole time I thought this was like very short. I'm locked in right now. I want to at least get this building done before I kind of call it. I want to give myself at least like an hour and a half of trying to be productive, like really trying to laser in on what I need to get done. It just so happens that I feel. Oh, wrong button. with Unreal, I feel like I can like stream that, and that could be kind of interesting to watch. Also for my own records, just so I can have like a. Ideally, if I've been working on this as diligently as I should be, then I could like look back on it and be like, oh wow, this is what I was doing like 2 weeks ago. Now I'm, I got this whole thing all nice and laid out. After being diligent and actually sitting down to do what I need to do. I don't even know why I'm putting it back. The whole point about this is that you won't see the back. I just thought about that. Oh my god! Oh, the glass. You can see through the glass. Okay, maybe let's not do clear. Yeah, let's do a little opaque then. Because, again, the whole point is you're not supposed to see through. It's just supposed to be a glass appearance, you know? They don't need to know that these places are not actually fully fleshed out. It's just more of exteriors and all that. But I believe in most games, that's normally how it works. Unless you're like, you build out this large, sprawling world. But in most games, the exterior and the interior are like two different levels, and you just kind of load them back to back. These days, technology's getting to the point to where you can have, but I think like Super Mario 64, but then again, that was, decades ago at this point. The exterior of Peach's Castle and the interior of Peach's Castle were not built in the same environment. At least not to my knowledge. I don't think they were built in the same environment. To be honest, that'd be pretty impressive if the Nintendo 64 was able to handle that. Ow! Sorry. Oops. Huh. Well, funny how that worked out. How's this little lip right here? What's going on, Legal? I'm trying to get back into trying to do these video time capsule situations pretty much, and really trying to stick to it. So this is like myself trying to keep myself in check, trying to stay busy. I always tell myself I got all this free time, might as well do something with it. You know, I actually don't hate that. The little lip is kind of growing on me. Probably, bro. You see, I know. I know. I low key, your little study streams also kind of. I've been every now and then I'll tune in whenever you're live, and I'll be thinking to myself, I should probably also do the same thing, just as a way just to stay connected with friends and whatnot, but to also just to keep myself, make sure I do what I need to do. Now, do I want the lip to go over this curve, or do I add the curved? I guess this doesn't matter too much. And again, I'm putting too much thought into it. I'm losing sight of what I came here to do, which is just to populate this little corner. Literally, so exactly. Hey man, your study streams, they be inspiring me, man. It's like, just, I understand the little position I'm in, the little predicament I'm in, but it's like, one thing that my parents always say that their pastor told them all them years ago, not that my parents are older or anything, it's just, you know, it was when I was little, and I'm 28 now. One of the things that their pastor told them was that time is going to pass. Time is going to pass whether you do what you got to do or not. So you might as well do what you got to do. You might as well do what you got to do. And, you know, I'm starting to be on the opposite. Like, as a kid, you know, you hear that and you're like, you know, whatever, it's cool. That's nice little fortune cookie nonsense, mom. Okay, cool, whatever. But now, I gotta lock in. I gotta lock in, man. I can't. It's like in school, and when everything made sense, I could just kind of play games and, you know, do my, keep my grades up. Everything's cool now. I ain't got no grades to worry about, brother. The grade of life. And I'm failing right now. I got like a D in life right now. I'm holding on. I got like a 60. It's like technically I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, but it's like I could be doing more. I could have sworn there was a curved version without the... Actually, that could work to my advantage. why? See, I wish I was a modeler. I wish I was a 3D modeler and I could just make what I need. I wish I could just make what I need when I need it. Like right now, I need like a specific curved. No, wait. Let me rephrase myself. I'm not a failure. I'm not a failure. No, I'm not claiming that. But like, I could be doing more. I could always be doing more. We got fools in jail with 3. Whoa, you speaking a little too much facts, brother. You right though. I always gotta remind myself, no matter where I am, no matter like if I'm having like a off day or something, it could always be worse. I know it's like a vague thing to say, but it's true. It's a vague thing to say, and it's like, okay, well, obviously it could always work. We could be dead. Like, yeah, but I guess not even what I'm talking about. But, like, you know, I'm just trying to, I just know that I could I'm just saying, like, I could always be doing more, and I know in that front, I am slacking a bit. But I'm just being honest with myself. I knew it. Okay, not bad. Chill, bro, chill. Okay, this little curve isn't too bad. It's like a Denny's type of thing. I was trying to go for like a little outdoor eating arrangement, but like the outdoor eating arrangement also has like a second floor outdoor eating arrangement. But it's now kind of turning into like a Denny's or a Waffle House. I kind of like this little lip. Okay, hold on. Let me cook. If I can get this building in a decent spot, I need to start working on the edges of this little environment, because I need to start working on the edges, because I'm trying to. Actually, it's not. I could pull it up a little, make it go above the. Maybe go above the sidewalk a little bit. I'm trying to hide this. I'm trying to think of ways, or like maybe modular ways to hide this. I could maybe go into like a skybox type of thing. I don't really know how a skybox works, so that'll be like a whole nother project. I don't know if I need any kind of skills for that. Do I need skills for a skybox, or could I look up? Oh wait, I can just do it here. Could I just like look up, I don't know, like a city skybox type of thing? It's another thing. Hold up, let me just type this. Let's see what happens. That's another thing though. Oh, okay. I was just about to say, the kid is on the brokier side, so I can't be, as much as I would like to be able to pay for all the wonderful assets that he'll be making, I can't. But also, maybe this calls for a field trip. What if I could like just go down to like where I'm picturing this? What if I could just go down there, take a picture, like let me bring up my reference real quick. This street here, oh wait, this street here, why is it a woman? Or is this a long-haired man? What happened just to the orange bald man? Why does he have hair now and clothes? What's going on? This street here is kind of what I'm pulling off of for reference This is a street that I find myself going down. Try not to dox myself. Maybe I shouldn't do this. Let me close that. Hey, disregard. Wipe your memory of everything you just saw. But yeah, that street there is what I'm trying to replicate, in which I feel like I'm on the right track, but again, I could be doing more. Not to mention, I'm always down for some free assets. Why am I in Bing though? What's this Internet Explorer? What's going on here? Ew. Hello? There you go. Yeah, so I might just take a little field trip. Let me see. Insert a picture as a chill. Wait, please. I don't need all my adoring fans. I don't need all my adoring fans swarming me at my place of residence. As a skybox? I don't think a skybox is the word I want to use. 2 minutes. What's the word I'm looking for? Excuse me. What is the word? No, wait, please, God, don't do this. Please don't do this, please. What am I looking for? Cause I know they I think it's in the starter content. They have this. They have this thing, which is a texture cube. Is this something that I could use for like a background? This is gonna have to be a next time a little experiment. Right now, see, I'm getting distracted again. Right now, I need to focus on just populating as far as I need to. I don't want to like put too much effort into the small things. I want to make sure I got all the big things right. Like this street seems pretty barren. I kind of started over here. This is kind of where I started initially. And hold on, let me move the light a bit. Let me move this light a bit, cause light right. Where is it? The directional light? Here we go. Whoa! Here we go. It's a little better now. We can see everything. So I started over here trying to add like little things that you would see walking. I need to go back and do that more. Make it feel like this is like a lively lived in scenario. Maybe kind of patch up some of this stuff that ideally you wouldn't see that if you look at it from a certain angle. But like over here, I still gotta fix that. Maybe add like another building over here, or maybe just kind of do the whole office building on that side too. I don't know about where you are, Beast, but and I apologize if you don't want to use like your nickname or your name on the social medias. I don't know. I go by it. I've introduced myself as Eddie pretty much everywhere. That's my name to the world. But dang it, what was I talking about? Oh my goodness, I forgot. But I need to make this place feel a little bit more lived in. I have a couple of blueprints that I've made in the past for another project that I was working on, to where it kind of simulates, it takes one of these mannequins and just kind of makes it look like they're walking along a pathway. I think I'm gonna have a couple of those just kind of walking, and just kind of have that on a loop to make it look like, you know, people are, you know, walking, and this is like a busy intersection. As for cars though, I don't know. I don't know how to model a car. I tried. I gave it a good honest try. It looked like a very shitty Cybertruck, but it was fine. This is for a different project. Everyone calls it something different depending on whatever you met me. I respect it. I respect it. It's funny because in PV, every now and then people would try to give me a nickname when Eddie is a nickname. That is my nickname. That's the nickname that I go by. Let's see. There's some kind of free car situation, like a stylized. Hey, here we go. Okay, got one here. Oh wait. Realized I was watching the stream for 30 seconds behind. My be. I think that's just Unreal. Not Unreal. I think that's just YouTube or streaming in general. I think every now and again I watch a friend of mine who's a artist streamer, and I feel like I'll put something in the comments and it'll come up like 15 seconds later. Hey man, you know what? As a kid, at first it used to annoy me, but now I wear it as a badge of honor. It's a badge of honor now. Where the heck is, are these all compatible with Unreal? I mean, I would hope so because I opened it in Unreal, but you know, you never know these days. Some things might, see, this doesn't have the little Unreal thing. This isn't an asset. And see, with this, with a simple design like this, I should be able to just change this texture. That's just the delay you have set. But I was even for, I have a delay set? I did that? That's gonna have to be another future experiment. I didn't realize I had a delay set. But with this, I should be able to, wait, why can't I add it to my project? This is what I'm talking about. Oh, wait a minute. Where is that car at? Because I want that in my project. I really gotta go through this. Some of these, see, like 4.6, there's not even a 4.6 up here. But this is actually on my resume. I'm actually really proud of this. Some of these are school stuff that I made, templates that I made for one of my classes. And some of these are just nonsense that I need to get rid of. I realize, but like, Unreal is taxing, man. 250 gigs out of my storage? Holy moly. Where is that car at? Am I missing something? Where'd that car go? And once actually, I'm getting distracted. But I think this is a good stopping point for right now. I might turn on a little bit of Rivals, Marvel Rivals. Actually, maybe I'll just turn on Banishers again. That was a game I was playing yesterday when I was, whoa, this actually turned out pretty well. Oh wait, I'm not done here. I'm sorely not done. I need to cover this up. But cover it up how? Maybe I should have took like a architecture course in college. I didn't think this is where my journey would take me, but like, maybe. Cause it's like, I could just design this like, you know, like a game designer, but also if I'm gonna do something city specific, I should, you know, adhere to what a city would look like, or at least along the lines of the rules I've set aside for the city, which are the rules I really abide by in real life. Oh, where are my manners? Did I already ask you what you've been up to? Legal? I make it a point to, you know, at least if you're coming to stream, I need to do that more often, just in general. Just checking up on the homies, seeing what everybody's up to. These days is getting spooky. Gotta make sure everybody's okay. You know, maybe I'll just get rid of this little top portion. I mean, it's a nice idea. Maybe I could flesh it out later, but low key, I'm kind of digging this little diner aesthetic I got going on here. I didn't even do this on purpose. I mean, I definitely did this on purpose. Max will take perfect. Woo! We back all year. Houston. Yeah, I realized, and it's kind of silly to say out loud, but I realized that I need to do that more often. But I feel like as a wee lad back in the day, I was the type of person who would just assume. I would just assume that everybody, like, if I, you know, since we're all at PV, you know, if I saw you walking, then like, oh, he's fine. You know, he's walking normally. He said what's up, so obviously he's good. But you know, it's still nice to ask. I realized that like a couple years ago. So I need to do better on checking up on the homies. Take it upon myself to check up on the homies. Is your Discord server active? I know I see a notification here and there, but to be fair, I don't think I really know many of the people in there. I know you, and I think NECA's in there, and a handful of other PV people that I recognize. But I don't think I recognize most of those names. It could just be due to the fact that people change their names and I don't be paying attention. I was trying to graduate, I already had a gap year. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I can only imagine all based on the streams that you do and what NECA's told me about her doctoral program and all the stuff that she has to deal with. Y'all are better than me. You're not really some of us talking the Minecraft Discord. We should probably be talking the big one. I only ask because before I joined your Discord server, and back when I had large aspirations of being like a streamer or whatnot, I also had a server in which I would just kind of add all the people that I knew from PV who use Discord. And I think this was before before I really started using, or this is during my content creation era. And I apologize, I didn't even think to add you to the server. And when I thought about it, you had added me to your big server. So I was like, that's cool. That's big, that's cool enough. But if you are interested, it's mostly, like, it's not too active because it's just, you know, just niggas from PV. But it's mostly most of the people from Building 36. That's pretty much all the people I talk to at PV. It's mostly them, a handful of people that I met from high school, but they're not really active. And I kind of just use that server just to check up on people. So like every week, like I mentioned, I'll shoot like a little mass message just to ask if people are doing good. Oh, my ear. And every now and again, especially now that I'm trying to do the whole streaming thing, I don't even feel Discord like that. I respect it. I'm actually only on Discord probably because I live so far away from everybody. I feel like if I was still in Texas, I would probably just, I don't know, drive down to Houston and see people whenever I had the urge to. So a few people have a, oh, sheesh. Is that the, hold up. I got you. I was just about to send you the invite. I know the Golden Age PV group chat is the one I was talking about. Hold up. I don't wanna show it off. You ain't trying to. Hold up. Oh, and I showed it off anyway, LOL. But yeah. I'll send it to you. I'll send you like a text message just in case you don't check out your Discord too much. But this is kind of the server that I've co-opted, I guess. Not really co-opted, but like I said, back when I had aspirations of being like taking content creation seriously, I made that server, and during COVID, me and a couple other people would play like Apex together and Overwatch, all the live service games, because I don't know about everybody else, but I know I'm broke. I can't be I would love to pay for all these games that are coming out, but I don't know if you were following the fake E3, but oh wait, let me save. I'm gonna transition over to playing the game. I've been doing this for about, okay, I've reached my 2-hour quota. I feel proud of myself. I don't know if you were watching fake E3, but there were a lot of good stuff showing off. A lot of good stuff. And I can't afford near any of it. Like, there was a game on the Switch, there was a little co-op game on the Switch that looks pretty good. I'm not really much of a Zelda person, but Ocarina of Time, it may not be for me, but Ocarina of Time looked pretty good. I'm also not much of a Gears head, but Gears look pretty good. So if you look at it from like, no, because you can see the backs. See, I need stuff to populate the sidewalk, and maybe bring this building up a little. Bring this building forward a bit, stuff to populate the sidewalks, and maybe just some obligatory large buildings in the background. Maybe that's what I should do. Maybe that's like the easy solution. Wolverine 2. I don't have outside for games, but that's 0 of them. Oh yeah. As of right now, I'm not getting nary a damn thing. I would love to play Wolverine. I would love to play God of War. I don't have a PlayStation, so I can't play neither of them. I know my brother has a PlayStation, so I might convince him to get him. I know he got Spider-Man 2, and he got, it's kind of it. Funny enough, my brother uses his Switch more than his PlayStation. Like every time I go over there to because I go to church with them, but most of the time, if he's not having to look after his kids, like maybe if they're asleep or something, anytime he can squirrel away, I find him playing whatever the Pokemon game on the Switch is, whatever the newest Pokemon game is. Yeah, let me deviate from this because I'm obviously getting distracted now. But ideally, you could look at it from maybe like, wait. Yeah, this area, I need something to cover all this blank space, and pretty much from every angle. Low key though, this ain't a bad angle. It's still the same issue with here, but it kind of blends in with it being a park. But this ain't a bad angle either. But if I can get like some cars parked on the street, get that blueprint of the guys just kind of walking, this could be something. I don't know if you caught it when I mentioned it before, but I got this idea because I did this virtual production workshop for the school I work at a couple months ago. And one thing that I noticed with virtual production is that it seems like there is somebody who has to make the environments. So I don't know if you watch, the example that everybody always uses is Mandalorian, the TV show, and the fact that they use, save again. The fact that they use they use that big, like a big screen that instead of it being a green screen, it's like a big TV that they'll blast the background onto, and then they'll just like shoot the scene as you would. But it got me thinking that somebody had to make the background. You know, somebody, even though the background is just like a desert horizon, you know, somebody had to make it. And it got me thinking, well, not just for big budget people like The Mandalorian, but somebody got to make the background for all of those types of games. So, or not games, but all those types of projects. And so it got me thinking even further about older TV shows like, my example that I used when I was doing the workshop was like Wizards of Waverly Place, or my brother's show The Neighborhood, where they kind of have a physical backdrop, but in more big budget, or if you were more tech savvy, a lot of times you can have the option to have a digital backdrop. And I was like, well, why can't I do that? Why can't I be the person that has to that makes the digital backdrop? Which is why I am now trying to do this digital backdrop project that I've tasked upon myself to do. And so here we are, me trying to do this digital backdrop project. What I thought would be easy, but you know, I thought I could knock it down in like a week or two. I could knock it down maybe a month at the latest. We're in June now. That workshop where I started this project was back in, that's what I'm saying. I feel like that would be the perfect way to be somebody that works in level design and works in environment design, but you know, that also is your specialty, your niche. It'd be nice because, you know, working in level design specifically, you got to have a little bit of programming, you got to be a little bit artistic, because somebody has to make the assets. Oh. Okay. Why? Is there an update today? But yeah, somebody had to makes the background, and I was like, why can't I be that person? My parents say it all the time. Why not be me? Why can't it be me? So I'm trying to be the person who can do it. Unfortunately, goddamn, 28 gigs. Unfortunately, just openings of those natures are few and far between. But right now, I'm trying to play through my backlog. I was playing through this game called Banishers the other day. Kind of like, it's just a little action adventure. Got a little bit of choice in there, but nothing too crazy. The choices are pretty straightforward. I'm enjoying it, but, you know, my choices are limited to the Game Pass because, again, I'm broke. You know what? We're just gonna keep doing that. Still do another couple of missions. Do another couple of missions. What I did yesterday in this game when I was streaming was, let me change this. What I did? Oh, that's cool. Look. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to take a piece of these. See, about 500 people watching, some game developers. One of these days, I'm going to look into Godot as another game engine. I know. Wow, 31 views is crazy. I know that Unreal just had their state of a crash. I'm glad I saved because I would have been pissed. Holy moly. Unreal just had their state of their showcase pretty much. And long story short, a lot of what they're doing, there's a lot of AI implementation. That's not what I'm trying to do. There's a lot of AI implementation going on. They are pretty much mixing. They're pretty much mixing Unreal 5 with the Unreal Fortnite editor, which is fine. I mean, you know, more options is never a bad thing. But then they also said that they're pretty much redoing the whole blueprint system. And I was like, that's kind of crazy because I've pretty much been spending my entire, ever since I stopped working or whenever, ever since my contract with Call of Duty ended, that's kind of what I've been doing.
Here. Look how stained it is. I wonder who's home.
That's kind of what I've been doing. I've been trying to learn blueprints and trying to teach myself how to do all these level pieces. Who's going on in there? All right, my fault. Trying to make sure I can learn this because a lot of jobs that I used to look at, I don't know if they're even still available now, but would ask for Unreal experience. And now they're pretty much reinventing the wheel, somebody said, and I was like, that's a pretty accurate description.
Who there inside? Anyone home?
It's cool.
It's empty.
It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. I've come to terms with the fact that
Something's pulsing here.
oh.
Let me try something.
Whoa, that's not good.
This is unexpected.
Is this house haunted by calculus?
Y'all had calculus in the 1600s? But yeah, I've already come to grips with the fact that if I do want to, one thing that I need to keep telling myself, and that's the thing, Unreal is pretty user friendly because it's free and because I need to put like some keybinds on this, because it's free and because there is a lot of tutorials out there. Honestly, anybody could really download Unreal and just kind of work in it. It could get complicated depending on how in-depth you're trying to be. One of the things with Unreal is that it has an optimization issue. If you're new to Unreal, your game is probably not going to be optimized, and so it's probably going to run like dog shit. There are ways around it, but you know, it depends on whatever game you're working on. I know that the general consensus with Unreal is that a lot of the games kind of have like a similar feel to it. Like this game, I believe was made with Unreal. Hold up. I believe this game was made with Unreal. I picked up the wrong controller. Hello. That's crazy. So you can kind of feel the, I guess, the weight of the characters. The weight of the characters is very similar. But to answer your original question, it's not really hard. It can be. If you're just starting out with Unreal and you're just trying to mess around with some things, just trying to put some assets on a level and call it a day, it's not hard to pick up and understand. When you get into the weeds of it with like trying to code with the blueprints, maybe if you're trying to do like my friend was he's more of like an artist, and he's trying to do the texturing side and the modeling side of game, or he was. I hope he's still doing it. I don't know. I have to check up on him. But he was trying to do that side of Unreal and that side of game development. He said that trying to fit that pipeline with Unreal took a little bit of a learning curve, because I think he would use like Substance Painter. I think it's like a texturing software. So he would use Substance Painter, but then porting it over to Unreal would like mess with the materials. So you'd have to go back into Unreal and do all this modeling and all this texturing stuff that goes right over my head, to be quite honest. But it isn't that it's hard. It's probably because everyone can do it, and because the barrier of entry is so low, everyone is trying to do it. I'm sure you've perused Steam, or you've perused some game marketplace, and you see hundreds, if not thousands, of indie titles that go under the radar. If you watch any of the showcases, you can kind of tell when a game is made with Unreal. Like, I don't know if you play a lot of indie gacha games, like your Genshin Impacts, your Honkai Star Rails. But between the couple that I've played, I put a few hours into Genshin Impact. I put a few hours into Zenless Zone Zero. I gotta admit, both of those games do feel very similar. I believe in. Hold on, let me fact check myself before I make myself out to be a liar. I believe both of those games were made with Unreal. And so it has its fair share of issues. Honestly, I forgot the point I was trying to make. But it'd be a good job. It'd be a fun job to do that. Unreal isn't too hard, which is why I use it. Which is why I use it when I teach, because you can pick it up and learn it pretty easily. But also Unity, the other common let me move my little face so you can see. Unity, the other common game engine out there, is kind of fucking up when it comes to monetization. So a couple of notable games: Hogwarts Legacy, the Arkham series, Gears of War. Interesting. You got a couple of, obviously, Fortnite. But there's some societal situations going on with Unreal that people don't like. I don't know where this joke came from, but one of the streamers that I watch regularly, he said he read somewhere that people are calling Unreal the woke game engine. I don't really know what that means, but I believe on Twitter that is not a joke. Some people actually don't really support Unreal because it's quote unquote woke. That sounds like nonsense to me, but that was one of the stories that he had covered one day. But all that to say, I wanted to look into Godot because one, I want to kind of just get familiar with another game engine, because, you know, it's never a bad thing. And two, if Unreal is moving into this pathway of more AI integration, then maybe it's time to jump ship. To be fair to Unreal, they did say that update won't come out till like late 27. I know, it's so annoying, man. Well, when I tell you the concept of AI with game development, it's kind of disheartening. One of my students a couple semesters ago, he was somebody who was big into Battlefield. Cool dude. I hope he's doing well. But one of the things he showed me before the semester ended was that there is a tool I think it was with Unreal, like a plugin with Unreal, to where it would pretty much populate an area for you. And like I know like game engines or developers have done that in the past, to where they would design some sort of tool that would auto-populate spaces for them. But in that case, it was always more so their skill, their artwork, and their programming that allowed them to do this. What he showed me was that AI, you would like draw like a shape in Unity, in Unreal, and then AI will populate that shape based on whatever type of game that you're trying to make. So it would basically gray box the level for you, which is something that I was taught that you would have to do by hand and whatnot. And by doing it yourself, you can better understand the movement and the layout that you want to do with your level. But that's another example of AI ruining the industry that I'm trying to get into. Can't be that woke if you're making your platform AI. True. Like I said, I don't know where that notion came from. I didn't read the article myself. That was just what the streamer had brought up. But I just chuckle at it every time he brings it up.
Who goes into the wilderness to write letters?
Okay. So, if you're not familiar with this game, oh, damn it, a map? I don't even know where this is. If you're not familiar with this game, these two are ghost hunters.
3 Oaks.
Oh.
It says.
Did it?
Could be where our householder's gone.
If they have, they've forgotten their map.
I definitely missed that. My fault, OG. These two are ghost hunters, pretty much. At the beginning of the game, during the tutorial, your wife dies. Your wife is now a ghost, and now you have little ghostly abilities that your wife can do. And the plot of the game is that you're trying to go back and take out the ghost that took you and your wife out. Y'all supposed to be experts, but the ghost that took you out is even more dangerous. Oh, hold up. There we go.
Someone scrubbed the walls.
And
Our target must have seen the numbers.
oh.
Aye. Didn't much like them.
And so the ghost, the powerful ghost that took us out, we're trying to go back and retrieve our dead wife's body so that we could either revive her or lay her to rest properly. And so now we're on this large adventure trying to get back to where we were. And in doing so, I'm assuming like we're doing here, we're going to run into a bunch of NPCs and, meet all these different characters and whatnot. The dilemma, is that everything in here? Oh, no, there's one more. The dilemma in this game is that to bring your wife back to life, you need to sacrifice people. And so once you go through the game called the Haunting Cases, they're like the various missions. Once you go through each mission, you're given the choice to either lay the aforementioned ghost that you're hunting to rest peacefully, or to sacrifice whoever that the ghost is haunting, so that you can then have enough souls to revive your wife. And so in this case, this is what I did yesterday. It just so happened that the ghost in this game, the ghost in this case, was an abuser. And so the wife and this guy, the third guy, conspired to kill the husband. Husband really wasn't fucking with that, so he started haunting the tools that the boyfriend was using.
For flavor for the stew, I hope.
Oh. And so the choice was to either sacrifice one of the living couples or lay the ghost to rest. I mean, for the choice like that, it's really not that hard. You know, the ghost was an abuser, so it's like, yeah, I'm gonna. These two, the two living people, they really didn't do anything. They're pretty innocent, and I'm hoping that the game presents me with less obvious choices, to where it's like, I should sacrifice, or maybe I shouldn't sacrifice, but I do want to bring my hot black wife back to life. So it's like, you know, what do I do? What do I do? As of right now, the choices haven't been that hard to make, unfortunately. Like, they're pretty self-explanatory, they're pretty straightforward.
So,
I've done my rounds, as you asked.
and
The blacksmith and his wife were haunted.
Oh,
by a
shit.
ghost. It won't be coming back.
I suppose I shall believe you. Anything else to report?
Other hauntings are likely. I've no particulars as yet.
I didn't realize I was progressing the
Alright.
story, my fault.
So, I'll thank you kindly, Mr. McRae. You've done your part and earned
Wait.
your
Wait. Oh, I didn't know I was progressing the story. I wanted to go through those cases. I hope I didn't just cuck myself out of some extra content. What's the name of the game? The game is called Banishers: Ghosts of New Eden. Here, I'll put it in the chat so you can like look it up yourself. It's called Banishers: Ghosts of New Eden. I believe. Oh wait, you're on YouTube. I believe it came out a couple years ago, but it caught my attention because one, it'd be on the Game Pass, and two, oh wait, no, it's no apostrophe. Hilarious. I wanted to play more story-driven games. There you go. I wanted to play more story-driven games, and I know that I usually gravitate towards like multiplayer or live service because I just like those games. I like team-based games. I like Marvel Rivals. I like Overwatch. I don't really play Apex as much, but I enjoyed Apex. But I want to kind of branch out and play something that I probably would not have played normally, you know, if given the chance to play these games.
My sister should soon return.
And
She'll surely want to meet
I fucked this up.
Until then, you may stay.
Well, the beast, my fault. Let me go do those cases. I
I'll
hope.
take my leave.
I do.
Oh, thank God. Thank God. You good, Chief? Honestly, anytime to put somebody onto a game to play, I would love to. Like, oh, my fault. Whoa. My fault. Misprint. Hey, it's, oh my God. That's another. Have you heard about what's going on with South of Midnight and Compulsion Games? Have you heard all the bullshittery that Xbox is doing right now? Long story short, it sucks. Played at my friend's house. It was super cool. South of Midnight is a ton of fun. South of Midnight is a game that I would love to work on. It's simple. It's concise. It's a short. It's a concise and short experience. I would love to have worked on South of Midnight. Where is that haunting case? There you go. Yeah, bro. It sucks. It sucks. I hate it. I hope that all those companies could go back to being independent, but we'll see. There's something else in here? Oh, hello. I thought I got everything. There's the map. There's a bunch of numbers. Probably like pi or some shit. Oh, my fault. There's a whole thing right here. I don't know if you played any of the Senua games, but that studio's on the chopping block. The studio that made Psychonauts, that's on the chopping block. Actually, I need to go back and play Psychonauts 2. I tried to play through the first one, but like I didn't play it correctly, so now I have reached a hard stopping point, which really sucks. Prudence's letter, my dear Philippa. Do I want to read all this? Oh no, I'm gonna let it slide.
Our Prudence Hake lives here.
I'm gonna let it
She writes
slide.
well. She also seems to be out of her mind.
Okay,
As a
okay.
cook, this Prudence Hake makes an excellent letter writer.
All right. So as a cook, Prudence Hake makes it. Oh, you just said that. Hello. That's hilarious. Literary isn't rare. She's resourceful. Actually, no. We'll give credit where it's due.
Puritan cook.
Yes, I got soft locked, dog.
Let's go find these oak trees.
I got soft locked. I think in the game, from what I remember, because I was enjoying it too. I had like just bought the Game Pass, so I was like, overwhelmed with all these choices. I had heard about Psychonauts from a streamer, and I was like, I love platformers. Let me play this Xbox platform. You know what I'm saying? I love Mario. Let me see what Xbox got. I can't really play. Oh no, I think I tried to play Banjo-Kazooie, but I was like, this must be like I don't think this game really aged too well. Like, I feel like the control is so clunky, but that just might have been a sign of the times. But yeah, I got soft locked.
Wanted, well-lettered cook.
I got soft locked, man. I reached the point to where I was progressing through the game, but I think I was supposed to buy like a add-on, like a little item at the game shop or something, and you're supposed to have been collecting these little memory whiffs or memory something. You're supposed to be collecting something so that when you got to this one part in the game, you cash out. Guess who didn't get that item? And it wasn't like a reasonable number of collectibles that you need, like 20 or some 30. That shit said like 100. I was like, you got me entirely fucked up, man. I know, I hate it. I hate myself as a self-proclaimed greatest gamer of all time. I hate myself for the fact that I can't go back and enjoy these older games like I did back when I was younger. But yeah, I got soft locked in Psychonauts. Bro, I know I'm getting old because my sister-in-law had called my sister just some nonsense that my niece was doing, and they're just doing whatever. And they called me. They FaceTimed me. Problem is, I don't know if you remember, I'm an Android person. You don't FaceTime an Android person. So they FaceTime me. I'm sitting here. I got the glasses on my nose. I'm looking at my phone super, super close trying to find these buttons. Like, dog, what am I doing? I genuinely felt old.
So you want the map?
Oh my God.
Do you wish to sail the seas, or perhaps to know
The map.
which way
Well,
to
for me, it's
travel?
not really control. It's more like the quality of
Do you wish
stuff,
to travel
quality of life
west and
stuff.
claim your
Yeah,
liberty?
that's a good point. That's a good point.
Just wanna walk in
Even like a more recent example. I don't know if you're into Overwatch, but
I will teach you to
wait, draw a map.
Mark the camp as your starting point. Trace the path along it. Note each landmark. By journey's end, you have a map. But beware, you must know where is north. The sun rises in the east,
Hold on.
journeys south, and sets in the west. See?
What y'all talking about right here?
We ain't seen the sun in a long time.
Wait. Let me talk to you real
Then,
quick,
my
sweetheart.
friend, you shall need a compass too.
I'm looking for a map
You can
maker.
pay me for that later, when you're back from your walk in the woods.
Wait. Let me get that compass. You got extra? You got a spare? Wait, hold on.
You.
Red McCraith, here by Kate.
Wait a second, sweetheart. Let me talk to you real quick.
Ah, he who swung from the tree.
News travels fast.
Thank you. What's your name?
Oh, but yeah, real quick. Yeah, I 100% agree. I feel like a lot of people give these newer games, or they hold older games in such high regard, probably for a lot of nostalgia reasons. But like, comparatively, there have been a lot of good quality of life stuff that we've been taking for granted with these newer games. Like, just because an older game didn't have checkpoints doesn't inherently make it harder. It just makes it more annoying to play. My cousin just played Ghost of Tsushima, his first open world RPG, and loved it. I so badly want to recommend Assassin's Creed, but I just know Ghost perfects. I can't speak on Ghost of Tsushima, but I will say, from what I've seen, because again, PlayStation, I don't have PlayStation. From what I've seen from Ghost of Tsushima versus Assassin's Creed Shadows, which was crazy because Shadows is also a new
You
game,
may call me Jane.
Ghost of Tsushima is the way to go. Ghost of Tsushima is probably the better Assassin's Creed Shadows, despite Assassin's Creed Shadows being the newer game, probably having a larger map. But yeah, I thought I still need to go through and finish Shadows, but it was just okay. I will say though, what Assassin's Creed are you thinking about recommending? Because if you talk about like the first one, it's like, all right, yeah, that it's cool for nostalgia reasons, but like, you know, there are better Assassin's Creeds out there. AC Unity is my favorite, but I know it ain't everybody's favorite. I enjoy AC Unity the most. Yes, that's the main thing. Many old games are annoying. Exactly. Many old games are hard because they had to be, not because it's good game design. Alright, friends, okay, Newsmith, you're the first true local I met. Hold on.
You're the first true local I've met. Where are the others?
AC3 that's a close second. AC3 is a close second.
The Abenaki left these
I
lands
think-
many generations ago. They believe
I love Unity, man.
bringing bad luck
I
upon
know it was
people.
buggy. I know it was like a buggy
you're not
nightmare for a lot of
around,
people, but I had a great time.
And yet I'm less of a foreigner than
I wish I knew people who played Assassin's Creed back then, so that I could actually play through like the multiplayer and like do all the cool. I thought you were gonna tell me
I'll
something
leave
important.
Thank you for your
I wish I
time.
could do all the cool co-op
This
situations.
is my friend. If she
I
insists
didn't
on
know
walking
y'all.
with
I didn't know you at the time ago.
Trouble exactly.
I think AC Unity
Just
came
worried
out
about the food.
senior
prudence
year,
if she needs
maybe
it.
senior year of high school.
if you can.
I didn't know y'all yet. Everybody I knew had a PlayStation, and this was before everything was crossplay. That's another thing that games need to adopt more often. If you're gonna do multiplayer, man, if you're gonna be on all platforms, just do crossplay. I get maybe not doing crossplay if you're doing like the Switch, because the Switch just isn't as powerful as other the competitors. I get that, but like between Xbox, PlayStation, PC, do crossplay. There's no reason to not do crossplay in the big 2026. I played in Jimmy's Drum. I bought it on his Xbox. I'm crying. I get it. But yeah, it's. I would definitely say to your cousin Willis. Well, was it your cousin you said? Why can't I scroll? Why can't I scroll through my chat? Oh my god! All of them. What? Where'd it go? This is so annoying. Why is OBS or why is Restream doing this to me? Yeah, I would definitely recommend. I would definitely at least recommend AC Unity and AC3. I know AC4 is being remade, but it's like, how much more content could they have put in the game? AC4 was already pretty good. Like, it was a good game. That was a good game. How much more content could they have put in the game? Oh, that's fine. I think AC Unity, especially if you're depending on why your cousin liked Ghost of Tsushima. That's one of the reasons why I would let me explore a little. That's one of the reasons why I would say to still recommend AC Unity. Cause if I don't know about Ghost of Tsushima, but if Ghost of Tsushima has good parkour like Unity does, definitely play Unity. Definitely play Unity, brother. I think I'll try and get through this haunting case, and I need to go eat something. I'm getting hungry. I told myself I was gonna make some ramen last night. I did not make that ramen. I want to do some exploring, but this game is pretty linear. Oh. Whoa now. Whoa now. Alright, my fault. Good move, good move. Oh. Alright, good move. I need to get better with parrying. Alright, block. Oh, what the hell is that? Whoa! What are y'all doing? You're supposed to be able to do like a little. Oh, wait! Chill. Yeah, I don't know if that did anything, but that was a little ability that I unlocked.
Have some of that.
They called it a perfect switch. I'll tell you one thing. Unity parkour is probably, it is. Oh, it is. And did you, I know I was deep into like behind the scenes Assassin's Creed. Back when Unity was coming out, I was watching all those interviews, brother. Did you watch any of those where they were talking about how they were making it and like what was going to be the focus of Unity? Long story short, parkour was the reason. Parkour was the aspect of Assassin's Creed that they. Whoa.
Aye. She's taking no shine.
Bro, can y'all chill out? I'm trying to talk to my chat real quick. Parkour was what Unity did best. Every game had like a new gimmick. And parkour was, used to watch the trailer, Unity trailer. Oh my God. The Unity trailer. Hold on, bro. Hold on. Let me deviate real quick. The Unity trailer? Bro, the Unity trailer went so crazy. The Unity trailer and Assassin's Creed 3 trailer. Chill out. Chill out. Oh my God, E3, take me back. We gonna deviate real quick. Let me turn off my music. Hold on. Oh my God, take me back. And, see, you already know.
Peggy 18.
Oh wait, is this copyright? Okay, hold up. I probably can't play it. I probably can't play the sound if it's copyrighted. But this trailer here, man. AC, I'll give you this. AC3's trailer, best of the series. I think Unity is the better game for my liking specifically. But the AC3 trailer, oh, easily best in the series. Easily best in the series. Is this the one? Yeah, here you go. Yeah, it's probably copyright. When I saw this as a kid, fucking blew my brains to smithereens. Gone. My little expectations were, I was like, oh yeah, I was ready. I was so ready. I was like, I'm about to go to high school. I'm about to go to senior year. I'm about to find some homies to play Assassin's Creed with. We about to go so crazy. Oh my God. And then they started going crazy with, I saw, let me see. I say Assassin's Creed, that's true because the monologue, you right. That's not copyrighted. that can't be copyrighted. I was so excited, bro. Oh my God, look, oh nigga, we're right here. We're right here. You get it. You get it, bro. Is this the one? Yee! Hey, we don't want all this. We don't want all this American propaganda, bro. We don't want all this American propaganda. I'm saying, man, my dream was to run. You get it. Oh
I
my.
watched them fight and die in the name of freedom. They speak of liberty and justice, but for who?
Talk to him. Talk to him. It's still at Jimmy's house. To this day, it's still at Jimmy's house. Oh my god! Look! Oh my god! Look! My age is gonna show for a second, but I believe the kids would call this. I believe. Look at the holy aura! Oh my god! Look, using the word. It just doesn't feel right. I can't do it. It does not feel right using that word. Look at him! Look at my goat! Look at my goat! Ooh, oh my god! Somebody stop him. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Oh my god. This had me in. When I saw this, the dual wield weapons, see, that was the gimmick with this game. This game gave us dual wield weapons. My little brain was going so crazy. My dad just bought me the entire Assassin's Creed series because that's what I wanted for my birthday. I just wanted to play all the Assassin's Creed games. I think I saw them at like the pawn shop or like GameStop or something. Every single one of them was like $20. I was like, Dad, that's really all I want. I don't want anything crazy. I just want to play all the Assassin's Creed games because this looks like fucking gas. I didn't tell my dad that. I don't cuss at my parents. But this was the thing. And that's all I wanted for my birthday this year. The tomahawk, you see it. You see it, bro. I don't think, I didn't have a tomahawk. I didn't get the tomahawk. But I went to the midnight release for this game at my local GameStop. My mom found me because this back in high school, we used to go to the thrift store damn near every other week. My mom found me a GameStop Assassin's Creed 3 shirt. It was like somebody, obviously he worked at GameStop, didn't work there anymore, or maybe he just fucked GameStop or whatever. Found the shirt at the thrift store. It was like $5 maybe. I wore that shirt. The shirt was small. I ain't gonna lie. Don't judge. I had to represent though. Don't judge. But I had to wear it, bro. It was so, oh my god. Ooh, look at my boy. The stare down? Wait, oh my god. Hey, you know what? Fuck banishers. I might go back and play through all the Assassin's Creeds, bro. Oh my god. Oh my, take me back.
On him!
This shot here? Come on, man, come on. You can't say that Connor Kenway wasn't the coldest. Oh my god. Connor Kenway was, I know. I feel like, hey, you get it. I'm gonna steal that though. I'm gonna start calling myself that. You get it though, bro. I had to represent. The shirt was small. It was a little tight. Yeah, I was a little husky back then. I'm big husky now, but like I was a little husky because I was playing tennis. So I was husky, but I could still move up and down the court, whatever. But, bruh, oh my god. Oh my god. Take me back. Take me back. And you know the funniest thing? I have Assassin's Creed Remastered. Oh, you never played it? Oh, the Washington thing was crazy. I remember because my dad also got into Assassin's Creed when I got into Assassin's Creed, and so he was also going crazy with it. My dad likes Assassin's Creed more than I do. He played through all of them. He said Origins his favorite. He likes the Freedom Cry DLC for Assassin's Creed 4, where you play as not Adwale. Yo, yeah, it is Adwale. You play as the second in command, and he goes on his own Assassin's Creed journey, doing stopping slave trades. Yeah, my dad got into all that. Now, if you ever get the chance, brother. Hold on, do I have the Assassin's Creed on here? Why does oh my phone? Wait, hold on. Hold on. We'll play through Banishers, but let me see something. I know I got AC Syndicate. I bought pretty much all the Assassin's Creeds from my dad, but this was a long time ago. My dad got physical copies. Yeah, I ain't got. Fuck. I ain't got Assassin's Creed 3 on here. Oh. I never played Outer Wilds. I was also never played the UK one. I think that's Syndicate. That's the one I was playing right now. You know what? I ain't gonna lie. The Top Hat is kind of goofy, but his sister, the other playable character in the game, she kind of saucy with it. It's like this is when they were trying to give us branching storylines, and so. It worked. I feel like a lot of people liked the sister more because she was more of an assassin, while the brother, the Top Hat guy, was just like a brawler. Like, he was an assassin, like, in name only, but like he really wasn't an assassin like that. He wasn't doing it like that. No, I don't got AC3 on here. Oh my holy moly! It must be under my dad's account. And my dad doesn't have Xbox Live anymore. Fuck. I don't even feel like playing this anymore. Oh my god. Because nothing wrong with Banisher. It's just when I play so far, the game is very slow. I'm trying to like it, but the game is very slow, and the story is not compelling enough to hold my interest. Oh my gosh! Now you got me. Now I need like a Devil May Cry, or I need something like a high octane adventure game to play. Oh my holy moly! I want to play 007, but again, I'm broke. I'm broke as a joke. Man, fuck it, bro. I'm just gonna play a little 2XKO. Like now seeing those trailers, seeing that gameplay, it's like, oh. I don't want to just walk through the forest now, bro. I want to get into the action. I'm trying to fight something. Oh my God. Ay, Dios mío. Ay, Chihuahua. Holy moly. I'm trying to get into the action, man. What's to download? Ooh, me? I know. What is the download? Hold on. I don't know, man. I could delete that. Oh my holy moly. I need to go back and play through Ori and Hollow Knight and Expedition 33. But what's the download? I don't understand. Did I say something? I might have said something. I apologize. Oh my gosh. Ay. There we go. I would play through some Rivals, but I don't feel like playing through Rivals, bro. I just wanna fight something real quick. Now, if I get curb stomped, hey, look away, don't judge. If I get curb stomped, don't say nothing. That's basically what's on Game Pass. Oh, that's a good question. There is Game Pass. Honestly, I know Xbox has been fucking up. I'm not gonna sit up here and defend Xbox, and quite frankly, the only reason I still have the Game Pass is because there's a couple of games that I want to play through that is on Game Pass. But a couple of stuff that I would recommend that scratched my itch. I know South of Midnight is one of them. That's on the Game Pass. I think High on Life is another action game that was really good. It's I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's an action rhythm game where if you do things on beat, then you basically do more damage, you get more points. It's super fun. It's actually a pretty short experience too. Like it didn't take that long to beat it. I think I played it on stream, but I don't remember. Low key, I know Bleeding Edge, the servers aren't up anymore, but Bleeding Edge was pretty good. I just played through Control because the sequel is coming out and I wanted to play through the sequel. I'll get there when I get there, to be honest, because I ain't got the $70 for it. I want to play through the Crash because, you know, like in platforms, I wanted to play through Crash and see what's going on with that. I don't know if you knew Kadar back in PV, but he's somebody who likes Cyberpunk. I've heard nothing but good things about Cyberpunk. It's just, I don't know if I got the... Cyberpunk is one of those games to where you have to pretty much watch what's in your inventory. It's like, not Dead Island. It's like, Fallout. Like Fallout. That inventory management, it just ruined it for me. I personally didn't care for it, but, you know, I ain't saying the game is bad or anything. Donut County? Oh, hold on. Let me hide my face real quick. Put the fist over here. Donut County is probably the best 1 to 2 hours of gameplay that you'll ever play. It's super short. The gameplay is very simple. Oh my god, I love that game. I think I actually played it and beat it on stream in like one stream. Dungeons of Hinterberg is a little not roguelike, but it's like a dungeon. You could think of it like a rudimentary Legend of Zelda. I say rudimentary because the story is very simple, the combat's very simple. I only brought up Legend of Zelda because, as its name implies, you're kind of going through dungeons the whole time. But you know, it's the it's them voices, brother. Them voices back. But it's another short experience that I really enjoyed. Eternal Strands and Dungeons of Hinterberg are kind of in the same category for me. Both short experiences. Eternal Strands has you going up against larger enemies, so the gimmick with this game is that a lot of the times you're like climbing on the enemies to reveal weak points to take them down. You pretty much harvest whatever their ability is to make yourself stronger. There's a little bit of a story here, but it's nothing too crazy. It's just like serviceable to get you from point A to point B. It's kind of like it's like, I don't know if you ever played Shadow of the Colossus, but you could think of Shadow of the Colossus but simpler. Like with the enemies aren't that big, but they're still big enough for you to have to climb on them. But still really fun, really short experience. I've heard good things about Firewatch, but I've also heard that it's a walking simulator, so I don't know if I want to dive into that, because it just doesn't really sound that interesting to me. Gang Beasts, I know, I feel like look, all you and me, we're like party game enjoyers, you know what I'm saying? You with your little siblings and your little nieces and nephews, me with my family. I would love to introduce my family to all these party games. Gang Beasts is one of the best party games I've ever played, bro. It's such nonsense. You just gotta love it. All right, talking about Genshin Impact, it's decent. It's one of those games that just doesn't end. Have you beat Firewatch? Is it as slow as it sounds? Cause I've heard gameplay about it, and it's like I don't know if I wanna go down that route. Is it more of like a narrative experience? I don't know. I'm curious. Maybe it's like something that I should probably watch and play, but I don't know. I mean, it's on the Game Pass, so it's not like I'm losing anything. Genshin Impact is fine. It's just one of those gacha games that never ends. The Gunk. Look. Yeah, I beat it. It's worth it. Very short. Oh, hey, hold on. I might have to put that in the backlog then. I'm not mad at a short experience. The Gunk is another short experience. I think I beat this in like 2 streams, like 2-hour streams. Narrative games, you make your own choices. Hold on, all right, bro. All right. You convinced me. Maybe I'll play it on stream, but I'll definitely play through. Another friend of mine also recommended it, and I've just never gotten to it. The Gunk is another platformer where you're trying to uncover what happened to this civilization that's, as the name implies, covered by this gunk. You're like a cleaner in a sense, so you're like cleaning up the gunk and trying to figure out what's going on. A little bit of combat, nothing too crazy, but I thought it was a decent experience. Not really as exciting as the other two, as Eternal Strands or Dungeons, but it was like one of the... I remember they showed off this game, I think when like the Series S and the Series X was coming out, and I know everybody else is probably looking at other stuff, but that's what caught my eye. I'm always looking for the stylized art style platformer, you know what I'm saying? So when you showed me a stylized art style platformer, you got my attention. You got my attention at least. Of course, I think you've played the Hades games, but of course, if you haven't played the Hades games, hey, give it a try if you got the patience for it. Cause I'm gonna be honest, I beat Hades once. I made it through once. I'm not trying to do that again. That shit was stressful. That was stressful. I haven't even made it through whatever the story of Hades 2 is. I think I made it. I've done a couple of runs, but I haven't made it to the end, bro. It's too much, bro. I ain't got the patience to have to live, die, repeat over and over anymore. I can't do it. I want to play through the Hellblade games, but I've heard that they're a bit on the spooky side. Still trying to be Hades 1. Hey, look, no judgment. No judgment. It took me I think it took me over 100 tries to beat. No, wait. I don't think it was that many, but it took me a lot of deaths to get through Hades 1. I want to play through the Hellblade games, but I've heard that it's a bit on the spooky side. I don't know if it's spooky because it's like a more of like a metaphorical journey, like an inward journey of grief that the character is going through. But you know, I don't do the spookies. So I gotta opt out this time. Hi-Fi Rush, hella recommend. I would buy this game right now if I could. I think for $30, a fucking steal. Are you kidding me? Hogwarts Legacy, honestly, surprised me. I'm not much of a Harry Potter person, but Hogwarts Legacy, I thought it was actually pretty fun. Alexa, turn on bedroom lights. It's starting to get a little too bright in here. Okay. Here we go. Now, next to my beautiful yellow face. Hogwarts Legacy surprised me. I enjoyed it for what it was. It was pretty straightforward. Left a lot to be desired, to be honest. I think me and most of the community was hoping that more of the game would lead to something else, and it never did. And it's probably partially Warner Brothers' fault, because Warner Brothers does not know how to run a game company. They are currently running all their shits into the ground, trying to sell off all their IPs. You saw, I don't know if you were a Multiversus person, but you saw what happened to Multiversus. That shit went absolutely nowhere. And it should have been better than it was. That's all I'm saying. I enjoyed it, but it is what it is. Of course, the Hollow Knight games are really good. I haven't played through Silksong yet, and I'm stuck on Hollow Knight. I'm stuck on an optional boss, and my pride won't let me leave, bro. I need to beat that optional boss, and I need to, but I just can't leave. I know it's not even necessary. Oh my God, I hate it. Immortals Phoenix Rising. Again, I don't want to cloud up Ubisoft too much because they just did a whole bunch of layoffs. They fucking up all over the place. But to give credit where it's due, Immortals Phoenix Rising is actually a pretty decent Ubisoft game. You can think of it like a Breath of the Wild. It's pretty much Breath of the Wild, but with Greek with the Greek mythology. It's pretty much the same. Well, you don't have dungeons. Well, actually, you do have dungeons. So yeah, it's like it's Ubisoft Breath of the Wild. Hold on. I'm trying to think of anything else that caught my attention. I've heard good things about Kingdom Come Deliverance, but bruh, Little Kitty. It's a crazy title. It sounds a little like, whoa, what's going on here? Is that just a cat? Yes, bro. You play as a cat. See, look. This game got me. This is why I started to have this idea about playing as a squirrel. Between the Untitled Goose Game, between Goat Simulator, I was like, it seems like ridiculous animal sim games kind of get people going. So I'm really gassy right now for some reason. I still have that idea in the back of my mind. I just need to deviate from that, get a job, be able to sustain myself, and then I could go back into my passion and start making these games again. I just need to once I can sustain myself, then I'll be right back onto game development. But Little Kitty Big City, this shit go crazy, bro. It's another short experience. You're literally just a cat, and all you're really doing is like doing objectives just around this little neighborhood. Like what you saw me making in Unreal, this is also where I got that idea from. I was like, it's very interesting that this map really isn't that big. Like in the game itself, I don't know if let me pull up a little trailer. I don't know if you are aware, but you're kind of just a cat at this like intersection. Part of it has little construction, so that's one of the hazards that you have to worry about. I know you couldn't hear that, but it sounded like my upstairs neighbors is playing basketball with a bowling ball. Holy shit. Bruh, when I say this game, again, the art style caught me because I love stylized. You give me something like, what's a good stylized example? I don't want to say like the anime art style, but like if you give me something like a lot of bright colors, if you give me something cartoonish, you got me. You got my attention. I am listening. That's you. I am the target audience. It could be something as stupid as you playing as a cat going through the neighborhood just doing missions. I will be there. Especially now that I know as a developer what it's like to try and do all this. Yes, my brain is scattered. Cartoony is the perfect word. Thank you, Legal. I don't know why I'm trying to use all these buzzwords like stylized and all this shit. Yes, cartoony is what I'm talking about. You're just a cat. You're just a cat doing cat shit. And the game, you can pretty much beat the game in like 2 hours. Like if you're dedicated and you just kind of go through the missions, you can be in like 2-3 hours. It's so simple. You're not even doing anything crazy. You're just doing cat shit. But I'll tell you one thing. This was a great 2-3 hours of gameplay. It was a short, concise story. You're just trying to get back to your apartment because the cat fell out of a window, and you're just trying to get back up there. Incredible, fucking incredible. I haven't played through the Little Nightmares game myself. Again, don't really care for the horror, but I've heard good things. Actually, I do want to play through Reanimal. I know it's another scary game, but I love co-op play. I love co-op. This co-op genre that's coming up. The It Takes Two's, Split Fiction. I think Switch has a game called Orbitals. I love those type of games. I need to find somebody local to play. Yes, that's what I'm saying. I feel like the squirrel is the next Viables animal that you would want to play through. Like, especially the problem is you gotta get the movement right. If you get the movement right, if you get the mechanics right, the people will tolerate it. If I could get the movement to feel snappy, you know what I'm saying? To make it feel like that you're not just a squirrel, but you're elusive. You see a squirrel on the street, that little nigga's moving. Like, you gotta get that movement right. It's up there. It's in the vault. I know the guy. There was a guy that did Squirrel with the Gun. That was cool. It's not exactly my idea, so I still got time. I need to get past the hurdle of being an adult so I could go back to living my dreams. But there's a game called Reanimal that's from the original makers of Little Nightmares, and it's basically if you made like a co-op game in the Little Nightmares universe. That's what I'm trying to play. It's like $40 right now, but I believe it's crossplay. And just like It Takes Two, and just like Split Fiction, only one of the duo has to buy it. But I'm gonna get it one of these days. Of course, ain't nothing wrong with a little Mortal Kombat, bro. I expect. Speaking of party game, you got me going on this whole tangent of just going through the Game Pass, but I love moving out. I played it a couple times with my brother, my what's her name? My sister-in-law. I'm like, what? How am I related to that lady? My brother and his wife, we have sat down to play Moving Out 1, and it's just nonsense. It's that genre of game where you have the mundane task, but they give you the ragdoll physics. It's just Overcooked. That's what I'm thinking of. It's just like Overcooked, but you're now a moving company. You're trying to get all the stuff out as fast as you can. A ton of fun, bro. A ton of fun, bro. Oh my god, it's so hard, but I love it, man. I wish I used to have. There was a handful of people who facts. Low-key, we were dicking around. Me, my brother, and my sister-in-law. We were just messing around, but if we were really trying to win, yeah, we gotta. It's like Overcooked. A friend of mine, we used to play Overcooked, and the thing is, she was a wonderful lady. I hope I still talk to her here and there. I actually just talked to her earlier today. To play Overcooked, there are certain types of people. I'm trying to get 3 stars. I'm trying to run a damn Michelin restaurant over here. I'm not trying to lollygag. It's not a game over here. You ever watch The Bear? That's what we're doing. We're firing. We're firing burgers. We're firing soup. We got soup on deck. I need hands. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to play these types of games, you can have your party crowd. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Have your fun. I'm trying to win. We're getting those 3 stars. Like we were playing Overcooked, and she was like, "Hey, we could just get 1 star." I'm like, "Cut out, run it back, run it back. We got to get that 3 stars. What are you talking about? What do you mean you're okay being a loser? I just like I was saying, Overcooked right here. You're okay being a loser, bro? No, run it back. We're getting those 3 stars. What are you talking about? Overcooked 2, ton of fun. The all-you-can-eat version is like, I think it's like a definitive Overcooked. That's the one that I have. That's because it's crossplay. Ton of fun. I love it. The Outer Worlds, I've heard good things about it, but this is another one of those Fallout type of games. I've also heard that the story is so expansive, bro. It's like there's so many choices, different choices you can make, different shits that you can go down. Diabolical, no, bro. I'm trying to win. If you're not trying to get the 3 stars, don't invite me. If you're not trying to get 3 stars, don't invite me. I'm not trying to just play. Like, we went head to head once because Overcooked has if you've played it, you know Overcooked, you can do co-op, which is like the main mode, or you can do versus. I'm stealing food. She go, she can, you're going head to head and you got to make the food. I noticed, I'm kind of, I don't know the map like that. I'm kind of falling behind. You know what I did? I stole the food. I'm trying to win. She gonna say that I'm cheating. I'm not cheating. The food's right there. I'm sorry. I didn't know I was in the presence of losers. I'm trying to win over here. Are you kidding me? No, it's crazy. But yeah, Played Up. Played Up is like Overcooked, but it's now a roguelike. So, you and your friends are running a restaurant. And you can upgrade your restaurant and give different attributes and whatnot. I already talked about Psychonauts. Power Wash? I didn't know how much I would actually like Power Wash until I started playing it, bro. This game, when I say peaceful, it's kind of just a vibe. It's like you're just kind of just power washing random shit, and I had a good time. I had a great time. I've heard so many good things about Remnant 2. I just don't have a squad to play it with. Everybody, I don't know if Remnant 2 is crossplay, but everybody I know on Xbox has like responsibilities, so nobody can like hop on the game and just play a little co-op shooter with me. Riders Republic, really good sports game. Funny enough, another Ubisoft. It's crazy how Ubisoft got a couple of hits and they still fucking up. How is that about? RV there? Oh, it's coming soon. My fault. Riders Republic, super fun. I don't know if it's still playable these days, but I enjoyed it. It's just extreme sports racing. They got jetpacks in it. That really caught my attention. Little jetpacks and glider sports. RV There, I actually just bought this on Steam. I didn't know it was coming to Xbox, but I bought this on Steam because a friend of mine wanted to play it. Heard good things about it. So actually, if you have it on Steam, I don't mind running it. I've never played it, but I mean I could pick it up fast. Also, I don't know if you have Peak, but Peak. So that's probably like one of the best under $10 games I've ever played. I feel like it's so simple, but with the right group, it's actually pretty fun. Like I was playing with a friend of mine from high school, and even with him and his girlfriend, I didn't really know his girlfriend, but even with just playing with his friends, I still had a ton of fun. But Peak is so much fun. I'm gonna check out later. I'm gonna check out trailer later. You should. For honestly, for any of these. Most of the game, at least anything that I've said that I've enjoyed, of course, South of Midnight, it's a ton of fun. That's caught my eye, I'd say is worth looking into. We gotta play only one second. Bro, it's so much fun. The one time I played, I genuinely almost made it to the top. Now this was before, this was maybe a year ago. I think it was like a year ago. So I'm sure they've added stuff to make a game more difficult now. But the one time I played, I was almost there. Me and my friend's girlfriend, because my friend had died. He had died already. But I think he had killed himself because he had already made it to the top. So he wanted to let his girlfriend and myself, who were like, this was like my first time playing. I think this was like her second time playing. He wanted to give us a chance to do it ourselves. Almost made it. We made it to I made it to the volcano. We made it to the volcano section. Almost made it. Peak is so much fun, bro. I know the term that everybody uses these days is friend slop. These super like cartoony, silly ragdoll games where you're probably doing some mundane task, but since you're doing it with friends and you throw a bunch of colors at you, it's like, okay, well, it's actually kind of fun. Nah, I genuinely think Peak is a good game. I genuinely think Peak is a good game. Sunset Overdrive is probably one of the best Xbox games I've ever played. I'd say it's definitely the best Xbox One game ever. It's another reason. This is another idea stemmed from this game that I need to work on whenever I become a more experienced game developer, get better with programming. I think that's caught my attention. Towerborn is pretty decent. It's like an isometric. Think of the Four Swords. Bro, I love Friend Slop. I realized, low key, Mario Party. I'd throw Mario Kart in there. I would throw Gang Beasts in there. I would throw Moving Out, Overcooked. That's all just professional Friend Slop games. Mario Party is like the penultimate Friend Slop. It's just mini games. You just goofing around. I mean, it does get a little competitive. I ain't gonna lie, cause you still my star. We gonna have to talk, but it's the ultimate Friend Slop game. I wish I could pay for them all. Like the game that everybody's talking about right now, Mecha Chameleon. I want to play it, bro. I'm sorry. I guess call me part of the problem because I want to play it. I want to play hide and seek with paint. Towerborn is really fun, but it's kind of repetitive. So I haven't really played it as much because I feel like once you've kind of played through a couple of what the game has to offer, you kind of done it. Tunic, I think probably the last YouTube video I made was on Tunic. It was fine. I don't particularly like the fact that the game gives you so much freedom as to how to tackle the objectives because I'm overwhelmed. I don't know what to do. But Tunic is fun if you have the patience to sit there and learn this little made-up language. Ultimate Chicken Horse, another Friend Slop game. Oh my god, so much fun. I think that's everything that I've played. That's caught my eye at least. World War Z is something that me and a couple of homies from PV would play because it's cross-play. It supports 4 players. Zenless is a decent free-to-play game. It does have gacha elements. It's a gacha game. Obviously got, the anime women and all that good stuff. But it's not bad. If you don't mind the grind, it's worth looking into. It's pretty much, oh my god, I'm at the top. It's pretty much free everywhere. But it's cool. I went on this tangent for like 45 minutes. This is probably a good time to hold up. It's probably a good time to go get some dinner anyway. But I would love to be like that guy that puts people. Now I don't want to say puts people on because I'm sure you've known about these games. I'm just bringing it to the forefront of your mind. But I love. If this is showing you anything, this just says that I love Friend Slop. No. It's cool. This lines up perfectly because I need to move my car for my roommate anyway. So this is probably a good stopping point, and I need to make some dinner because I'm actually hungry, and I've been sitting here and my stomach has been like, yo, homie, we're running on E down here. But nah, this is good. I appreciate you coming to keep me company while I was actually trying to be productive. That was really the main part. The gaming is like, I'll stream a game if I'm playing, but like, you know, that's cool. But this nigga waiting on me, so I should probably go over and do that. But I appreciate you coming. Hey, look all. I'm trying to be a little more persistent. Oh, sun's still up. I'm trying to be a little more not persistent, consistent with the stream. So hopefully this will be more of a regular thing. I'll definitely stream whenever I'm messing around in Unreal, because I do want to document that. But if not with Unreal, then I'll just be streaming whatever I play. So maybe tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow, but we'll see. If not, I'll definitely hit you up on Discord so we could play some Peak. Honestly, you didn't even distract me because I was already nearing. I wanted to give myself at least 2 hours on Unreal, and I reached that goal. So I was satisfied with what I did, just kind of adding on to my little environment. But yeah, I'm gonna hit you up. I'm gonna have to hit you up either this week or maybe not this weekend because I usually with my brother, but definitely sometime this week or into next week about playing Peak, because I love Peak and I would love to play it more often. But let me go move my car. This nigga waiting on me, and he probably down there digging around. Who knows? Have a catch y'all later. Y'all take it easy, and I will be out.